in Bucharest for this race. You've not been to this street circuit, quite unusual.
Yeah, I think it's really fantastic actually. I really enjoy driving the track. Okay, I drove in Macau last year. It's not like Macau, but it's really fun to drive, and I'm really enjoying it.
How did qualifying go?
Yeah, it went really well. I was 8/10 clear of the second, so I think it's fair to say we were the fastest. I mean, yesterday I knew already that I was the fastest. Okay, I was second on the timesheets, but I knew that circumstances and just sorting out the car prevented me from going P1. So I was quite confident already today, and I'm feeling quite good for the race.
Now this race is going to be, as we said, it's a unique circuit, so the race is going to be quite difficult. Are there many places that overtaking opportunities will present themselves, perhaps?
No, I think there is, as long as you're faster than the guy behind. Otherwise, it's a bit difficult. But there's a few opportunities, but obviously it's a street circuit, so it is quite difficult. And as long as the drivers give each other enough room, it's possible to pass. But I'm hoping I can control the race from the front. Hopefully I get a good start and just concentrate on not making any mistakes like we have done in some of the previous races.
So Brendan Hartley takes pole position for round 19 here in Bucharest, and he knows he needs to convert to a win. Now the track temperatures are 51 degrees, which will make a massive difference to some of these drivers. They've never experienced conditions like this. Here's Martin with the grid.
Thanks, Diana. Well, here's how they'll line up for round 19 then. It's a fifth pole for Brendan Hartley, but fourth in the points and almost out of the championship running. He needs a big weekend on the streets of Bucharest. Alongside him is the new championship leader, Oliver Turvey. He's won 3 of the last 4 races. Jaime Alguersuari's only won twice all year. Third in the points, he needs a big result. Returning for the weekend, fourth on the grid, Esteban Guerreri, ahead of Sam Abe and Max Chilton on row 3. On row 4, Artie Mustonen and John Martin, and they're ahead of the second-placed man in the points, Sergio Perez, who lines up in 9th place. Jay Bridger, our national class pole sitter, is 14th. It is a sweltering 38 degrees here in Bucharest on the streets. That's equal to the hottest ever recorded day in a British summertime, and just 30 degrees higher than the hottest day in 2008 summer. No chance of rain here. Let's hope not anyway. Brendan Hartley on pole as they get ready to go. Good start by the front row men and by row 2. In fact, everybody's made a very clean getaway. Hartley leads. White and blue is Turvey in second. Alguersuari through in third. We ride with the man from Barcelona. Now, he may well be more used to this temperature than anybody else, but he fared all right in the snow at Alton Park as well. Here he is, getting a run on Turvey for second. Finds the door shut, Kelvin.
Turvey had a little mistake out of the previous chicane. Now Martin's got someone inside him, Sergio Perez, nicks the place. Yeah, Turvey had a little mistake through the previous chicane, but that straight is just too short to nip through, so Alguersuari took back in behind his teammate.
Dark blue, Sam Abe, 5th place, ahead of Max Chilton and Artie Mustonen. And behind them, Sergio Perez. Now, can Perez close on this little group? And if he can he get through? Because, Kelvin, one of the toughest things of racing on the street circuit is not keeping it off the barriers. It's making a safe move past somebody.
Yeah, the problem is it's generally more dusty offline and more debris offline than you get on a proper race circuit. And, of course, you can't afford any mistake because there are the inviting walls. You can see either side of John Martin here, and he's braking into the last corner. Fast entry into this, and then it's like a man-made roundabout in third gear all the way around concrete walls, and then nip out to the left, big bump, and onto the pit straight.
And it's very hot indeed for the drivers. Now here's the battle for third in the national class. Jay Bridger is the second of these cars, chasing Steven Guerrero. And Bridger, well, the pass would be nice, but it's more important to finish this race because he only needs a couple of points to take the national championship title for this year. Behind him, Philip Major, and then Stefan Wilson, who's also in the national class. Wilson's red and white car shows to the inside, and that's a good pass, but I think Major had to help him through a little. Back with Sam Abe and Max Chilton. There behind Esteban Guerreri's Miguel. This is 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th all together. And at the back, rather than the front, Sergio Perez as Abe slides up towards the wall. Race leader Brendan Hartley pulling away very quickly, Kelvin.
Hartley's away. He's done a fantastic 2 or 3 opening laps. He did look really strong all the way through qualifying, and there's a big crash there at the downhill left-hander.
Christian Einar in the wall, also Philip Major and Stefan Wilson, and that's Steven Guerrero as well there. But the real worry was Christian Einar hitting the wall very hard. He's moving his head around, so he's clearly okay. Teams watching like the fans on the big screens, and that's always a good sign. Safety car is out, and Brendan Hartley's hard-fought advantage over Oliver Turvey now down to nothing. Kelvin, the unforgiving walls claim a victim. Let's have a look back, see how it happened.
Yes, that's Stephen Guerrero offline. He hits the wall first, going through his Jay Bridger now. Side by side, Wilson and Einar. Now that just isn't really on through that corner. Bit of an innocent onlooker. Phil Major gets collected, but I suspect Wilson and Einar changed place on the previous corner, which is what led them to go into that one side by side. But it's single file there, and you can see the results of trying to go through there two together.
Well, Wilson's suspension is bent. He's out of the race along with all the others involved as Brendan Hartley takes the green to restart and again jumps away as he did at the start. He gets away from Oliver Turvey. Carlin Motorsport team watching their men 1, 2, 3, and with Sam Abbey in 5th place as well. Of course, they've already had a 1, 2, 3, 4 finish this year. They might be on for another one here. There is Abbey, just got to get by Esteban Guerreri, who's returned to the series after, well, 2 or 3 months away racing in World Series by Renault.
Yeah, it's a strong return by Guerreri, very talented driver, and he's already in there splitting up the form team, which is the Carlin team. In the unfancied, it has to be said, Miguel Carr, but he's there looking strong in 4th place after, what, half a dozen,
Kelvin,
8 races and smokes.
Yeah. Behind, yes, that's Sergio Perez. Now, the teams are very worried about a long safety car period, putting the temperatures out of their operating range and damaging the engines, and it looks as though Perez has got exactly that damage. Smoking heavily again through the chicane, and that'll be very worrying for him. Here's the T-Sport team. Russell Ecott there in the centre. They were worried about that. It doesn't seem to have affected the Mercedes runners, but Perez, second in the championship, don't forget, looks like he's out of the race.
There's a lot of smoke coming out of that car. Russell shakes his head. I think he knows that that's probably terminal. What a shame. After a strong summer from Perez, he led the championship for quite a while, and this will be a big dent in his hopes.
But what a break, conversely, for Oliver Turvey. That oil everywhere is exactly what they feared the most here in Bucharest, other than an impact with the concrete. So Oliver Turvey in second. There's your leader, Brendan Hartley. 4th in the championship, 33 points adrift. That is Henry Arundel, who's backed the car off. That's just down towards the roundabout. There's Salman Al Khalifa, just gone out of shot, leading the national class. Howell Lloyd in 2nd place there. Al Khalifa's been creeping up the national class order, several podiums. Not yet a race winner. Howell Lloyd has been. So he's, whoa, my goodness me. And that is Ricardo Teixeira. Well, he lost it there where everybody else has.
Yeah, that's the bogey corner. That's the fast downhill right with the bump in the middle of it. Now, it looks like he's stalled, and red flag. They're stopping the race. That's obviously because Teixeira's car was in a dangerous position. Here's another look at it. Bit of a soft one, really, but halfway through the corner, the rear of the car goes. So it's just the same as the previous crash we saw there. And great win, great drive, Brendan Hartley.
Confirmation of Salman Al Khalifa's first ever national class win, and it's an all Carlin podium. Man on top of it is Brendan Hartley. It's win number 5.
Brendan, many congratulations. A brilliant drive and a great start.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the start was good enough, and I think I took 6 seconds in the first 6 or 7 laps. Just a bit of a shame it was a shortened race. You know, I wanted to keep going. I was having a good time out there, and yeah, enjoyed the race.
Oh, I'm glad for the race. I managed to overtake the 3 guys ahead of me and just keep it together, concentrate, and bring it home for Bahrain, being the first Bahraini to win an F3 event.
So congratulations to Brendan Hartley taking the win here in Bucharest. Well, there's more racing still to come. Join us for that.